Yo, what's going on guys, it's the Ecom boss, and in today's video I'm coming at you guys with a blueprint inside of my computer. We're gonna open up a document and I'm gonna show you guys everything on how to scale to your first $1,000 a day, obviously trying to include a profit margin. So before all of you guys get mad at me because something is shaking, the camera is a little bit off, so John ran away with the camera, so now I'm a little bit, with myself right over here, and there's not too much I can do about it. Hopefully the camera won't be shaking too much, and I know the quality isn't the best, but I will get the other camera next video, so don't worry about the quality. In next video I got the camera and a microphone. This is just a little in-between video. So if you guys want to scale to 1k a day, want to make a lot of money, first of all you press a like and subscribe to this video, and second of all you watch this video because I'm taking you guys inside my computer. I pulled up even a winning product that you guys can take if you want to, just to get the ball rolling. And it's also going to be about vertical scaling, how to choose the products, profit margins and everything. This is a video basically on how to make your first $1,000 a day. If you already made a k a day, you can still learn something. So if you want to get the dropshipping course, it's in the description, and if you want to join the coaching program on e-commerce, dropshipping in general, message me on Instagram here, and if you just want to follow me, that's also cool. So let's get into my computer and I'll show you guys sort of like how to get to 1k a day. This is the strategy I use myself to scale to 1k a day first time. We made it guys, we're inside of my computer, so don't just read all of these notes without watching because I'm gonna explain a lot of stuff here. So your first 1k a day is gonna be all about the product, to be honest. Obviously I'll teach you guys how to run the ads and everything, but your first 1k a day is about the product. And I have an example of a winning product. I'm just gonna pull it up right now. I'm not going to talk too much in depth on it, but this product is pretty unique. It removes blackheads in a more modern way. It just has a nice shape and everything. You guys can steal it if you want to. It doesn't really matter for me, but this is a product that could be scaled to 1k a day, for example, right? So if you want to scale to 1k a day, you gotta have a good product, because with the right product, this thing can happen. So you need to figure out how to catch a trend early. This is going to be super important. This is probably one of the most important sections of this video. So you got to catch this trend early. And how do you do it? Well, you need to install tools such as Ali Insider and everything, just tools to study inside of AliExpress how many orders something is selling a day. Also, you could also study Facebook ads, see if 2 or 3 people are selling it, how the engagement increases. So if you look at engagement on an ad on Monday and you come back to that ad that you find on Facebook, see it's 100k on Monday, you come back to it the next day, it's 140k, and you just watch it every day, seeing how it grows, jump on it. If a couple of people are selling it, jump on it. But that's only if there's like 1 to 3 to 4 people. If there's like 10 people, I would probably not get on it. So I'm not saying jump on a saturated product. Find the trend early. You could also do this just by being on AliExpress, browsing, trying to do your product research and stuff. So when you're doing your product research, install this tool just for AliExpress sales extension or something on Google, and I'm sure you'll find a good one. So that's how we're gonna do it, because these extensions will show like how much the product is selling every single day. So you'll see like it had 30 orders a day a month ago, and then 2 weeks later it started generating 60 sales a day, and now it's up to 100 sales. You just see it going up and up. Jump straight on it. Do not waste time on jumping on a winning product, guys, for real. So that's how you sort of catch a trend early. And guys, it's really as simple as that. If you sell for $100 and you make 10 sales, you made 1k a day. Selling for 49, like I said down here, 20 times, you make 1k a day. It doesn't have to be that hard, so don't overcomplicate it. Next question here is, do you need CBOs to scale to 1k a day? My answer here is going to be you don't really need it. Of course, it's going to be nice to have CBO if you meet the requirements of a CBO, which I talked about in my last video. It's going to be having like 7 sales in 5 ad sets, or 3 ad sets. If you meet the requirements for a CBO, it's always nice to make a CBO. But if you don't meet the requirements, then you could still scale to 1k a day pretty easily, because like I say down here, guys, you're gonna scale to 1k a day using only $25 duplicates. That means when an ad set gets 3 sales, you duplicate it and increase the budget. So if you have an ad set at 3 sales, going back to my course that I dropped, the free YouTube course that I dropped a day ago, this is pretty repetitive because this is sort of what I talked about. But let me cover it real quick here because it's part of the case here. So you want to get like 3 ad sets to $25 a day. That means you want to have 3 ad sets and they all gonna have 3 sales in each. So once you have an ad set and the ad set has 3 sales in one ad set, duplicate it from $10 a day to $25 a day, or for whatever budget it is. If you run $15, duplicate to $30, whatever. But that's how you do it. And then you want to have 3 of those ad set that's already duplicated to $25 a day. That's a really promising, because if you only rely on one interest, you gotta have a problem. But if you have 3 of them at 25 a day, it's looking really bright right now. Also, guys, keep in mind there's no point reaching 1k a day without profits. Of course, it's cool because you can see that e-commerce actually works. This is not a scam. This thing actually works. So it's always cool to make 1k revenue, but that's probably not the goal, to make it just for the screenshot of your results, right? You want to see a 3 ROAS before scaling, but of course, if you have a 2 ROAS, it's still worth duplicating and increase the budget just to see how it works. But usually though, if I have 3 ROAS and I'm going to duplicate the ad set, I will be really happy with it. Usually I'll have like 8 to 10, but if I have 3, I'll still be happy with it. You also need to figure out your break even ROAS, but if you have a 2 ROAS or even a 1, still always worth giving it a shot at duplicating a 3 sale ad set to 25. I always give it a shot, because the thing is, the $25 duplicate could do way better in terms of profit than the $10 ad set. You never know. So calculate your break-even ROAS. Just Google how to do it. To be honest, I don't know how to calculate my break-even ROAS anymore, because I just use Order Metrics. Order Metrics is a place that calculates your break-even ROAS, average order value, net profit, everything. So I don't even know how to calculate ROAS anymore, because there's software to do it. So why would I do it myself, you know? Test quick, move on, test quick, move on. That's the strategy here, guys, if you want to scale to 1K a day, especially if you want to do it quick. Test the product, obviously have good content, do the right interest, and then move on if it flops. Spending $70 to $100 on product, it didn't work, you didn't get more than 1 sale or 0, move on, get to the next product, because there's going to be a product out there that takes like makes like 5 sales overnight the first 24 hours, and that could be a viral product. Of course, some products are slower, so you might expect to wait a little bit. That's, of course, that's cool, but you know, the right product will be there, and you will see that it's a winner. So test quick and just move on straight to the next product all the time, and you'll see a winner pretty quick. That can scale to 1K a day. Of course, you can scale way higher with this strategy too, but I'm talking about 1K a day. Order content, don't be lazy with it. If you don't have a good video in place, it's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna talk too much more about it. Just make sure you guys order some videos for your products. Don't steal an ad. Facebook hates it, okay? Just don't. I'm not saying more about that either. Just don't steal it, because you're not gonna get favored. You want to reach a lot of people either. So when to expect sale from testing ad sets? Let's just say I have an ad set, it's running at $10 a day. I would expect a sale before you spend 10 from the testing phase, to be honest. I would actually, but let's just put it to 15 to be a little bit more, you know, have a little bit more breathing room. So once the ad set spent $15 or 12 to 15, expect a sale. If it doesn't have a sale at $15, if it's a $10 ad set, then cut it. So you want to see a sale in between the first dollar to the $15. But if it spends more than 15 without a sale, I would just cut it if it's $10 ad set, you know, for testing, because that's not a good test, and that's going to be really hard to get to 3 sales in one ad set. 1K a day should happen within a week, and you guys might be saying, no, of course it's not happening within a week. I'm talking within a week after you found a successful product in the testing phase. Not that you start a dropshipping store today and gonna do it in a week, but once you start scaling, you should be able to scale to that point in a week with the right product. So once again, it comes all down to the product. Once you hit the product, I'll probably get 1K a day the second day, so you guys could probably do it in a week, I'm sure. What's the difference between like 1K and then 2 to 5K a day, you guys might ask? And for me, it's all about CBOs. It's CBOs, vertical scaling the CBOs, doubling the budget into my CBOs, maybe running some lookalike audiences. But honestly, it just comes down to keep making $25 duplicates, take some $10 ad set, just horizontal scale them. I'm going to get into that in a second, and then mixing that with CBO and duplicating ad sets to $25 a day. Good CBOs, obviously spending some money. That's how I make like 5K a day. So you guys probably want to hear a story. How I made my first 1K a day. My first 1K a day was with a construction helmet. You guys have probably heard of it. And I tested this product, a lot of products beforehand, you know, they never worked, it always flopped, and all of a sudden I just hit big with that construction helmet. It was a hard hat type of fan type of thing, so when you were working it would cool you down. You guys probably heard the story already, but it was a hard hat for construction workers that cooled you down while you were working. So if the wind was, you know, getting into this thing, it would start spinning. I don't know what's it called, but that was my first winning product. Scale it to 1K a day within like 2 days, because that's how a winning product works, right? If you follow my strategy, you even have like a blow up type of product, or you have a product that doesn't really blow up too much either, it's important that you give up on products early. But obviously, you know, you got to be in a position to give up in it early. Some products will probably need an extra day, so I'm not saying giving up on that early like that, but if there's no sales, cut it. But that's my first K a day. Tested a lot of products, always flop, but it was with a construction element. I ran, you know, ad sets, 7 ad sets, $5 a day actually, I think it was, and it just really did well. So we got like 2 sales in an ad set. I went a little too quick, but I got 2 sales in an ad set. I straightly duplicated it straight from $5 a day to 25, a little bit overkill, but it worked for some reason, and it just made 1K a day. I think it made like $600 the first day and then a K the next or something. But that's my first 1K a day. Was I hyped? Of course, but I've had so many misleading winning products earlier that obviously it wasn't winning products that I almost just expected it, and I was just afraid, but it worked out though. So guys, you need to know this thing, how to horizontal scale without narrowing down. So there's only one way to do it, following my strategy and what's making money for me. Keep in mind, this is my opinion, right? Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Support me, please, or dislike, but just drop a like and subscribe if you want to. So you guys want to know how to horizontal scale. Most of your money is going to be made through vertical scaling, you know, upping the budgets, maybe CBO, but if you're talking to 1K a day, just by upping the budget and finding new interest. So horizontal scale, add 2 new interests every day. You can do 1 interest a day as well, but that's going to be slower, so I usually add 2 to 3 new interests a day, cutting 2 interests as well. Do that's your first step. You want to get multiple interests working for you in order to get to 1K a day. You could do it depending on 1 interest too, but it's, you know, a little bit, it's not reliable reliable, right? So you want to just duplicate the ad sets for the same budget. Just duplicate it. Don't touch anything. That's about it. Because if you do that, you reach new people in the audience. So just duplicate an ad set, don't touch anything, and Facebook will find new people in the audience, because the old $10 a day ad set is already optimized to a certain percentage inside the audience. So just duplicate it, same budget, same everything, don't touch anything, and it's re-optimizing, finding new people in the audience. It's also a good way to get your next ad set to 3 sales. That could be your next, you know, horizontal scale ad set type of thing. Get it to 10 sales, duplicate to 25. To get your Facebook ad interest on point, you want to work with the best interests. So you can't just use your generic stuff like targeting dogs for a dog product. It's probably going to be a little hard. So make sure you get your Facebook ad game on point when it comes to the interest. The interest is key. If you didn't choose the right interest, you wouldn't make those sales you made. So make sure you use good interest. I even have a video on choosing a Facebook interest. And the easiest way to get to 1K a day is by relaunching a old winning product. It's so easy. I do this every single year with one specific product. I'm gonna spoil it for you guys because I'm not gonna do it this year. The beard straightener. Can you guys do it? Probably not, because you don't have the data. But I have the pixel, I have everything. So in October I always relaunch the beard straightener because I know it's gonna work. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. Relaunching a product is easy to get to 1K a day. However, sometimes you can only do it so many times and then it doesn't work anymore. But you know, relaunching winners once a year, usually easy way to get to 1K a day. But if that's not your case, you know, you can't do it. And your first 1K a day will probably be the most tough thing mentally. It will probably be hard. There will be a lot of set downs. You know, people will probably doubt you too. But we're not talking to people. We're talking, you know, wasting money on ads, not knowing what you're doing, not having someone to help you, for example, just testing a lot of weird stuff. It costs you a lot of money, but you just need to keep it going because you don't know how good it feels when you just hit your first 1K a day. That's an incredible feeling. You guys have to get to that point. Just don't quit before it. You can do this thing. There's no reason to why you guys watching can't make a K a day. So please, guys, make it happen. Do it for me, do it for yourself, and you could be a Hollywood or whatever you want to after that. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Make sure you smash a like and that you comment someone is starting construction work here, so I gotta end this video. But I'll get a better microphone and camera for the next video. Love all of you guys. Make your dreams happen. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.